is December 30th, 2015. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. My name is Carolyn McGee. I am an angelic life coach, Reiki master teacher, and intuitive. I will be here to do a wellness healing check-in for everybody for the energy of 2016. So before we get started, let's take a moment to do an opening blessing and to release the energy from 2015. So if you are in a safe place to do so, please close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, release it through your mouth. Take another breath in through your nose, release it through your mouth. And one more last time, in through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Now, do a quick review in your mind of the energy of 2015. Think about all the positives, review the challenges, what you've learned from all those challenges, and feel that energy consolidate into something meaningful, positive, and encouraging. Now make the decision, the conscious decision, that you are going to move forward into 2016 with only the positive energy, with all that you have learned, and with all of the opportunities yet to come. Now take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And let's get going with our Wheel of the Year reading for 2016. As guided, and of course with the support of my angels, I will be pulling 12 different cards. Each card will represent a month. So I'm going to go January through December. I'm going to pull all of the cards first. I will show them as I pull them. And then we will actually go through and review them and see what type of energetic things we can expect in the next year. I am going to be using a number of different card decks. So I am just going to start getting them set up to have them ready here. And then as guided, I will pull the cards. Okay, so to start with, the month of January is going to be coming from the Saints and Angels deck. So January, oh, I love this one, is optimism. Now, February is coming from the Ascended Masters deck. Whoops, I'm excited to be out here. Okay, March is coming to us from Archangel Michael. Time to leave. Ooh, okay. Looks like change is coming in March. Okay, back to the Saints and Angels deck for April. One of my favorite cards. Okay, we are moving into some decks by Tony Carmine Salerno. Gaia Oracle deck. And this is our card for May. Looks like we are using up almost all of the decks I was guided to bring with me. So June is another Tony Carmine Salerno deck. And July is going to be back from Archangel Michael. August, back to Doreen Virtue and the fairies. And let's see, the Gaia deck again. Oops, you want to be able to see what that is. Ooh, Michael's going to figure heavily into this year. And back to my fairies again. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. That's what I thought. And we are going to close out the year with a card from the Gaia deck. All right, so let's get going here and see what all of these cards have to tell us about moving forward into 2016. So the January card, which again was the optimism card, you know, as we move into January, the energy that I'm feeling is, of course, optimism, just like the word on the card, but it's also a time of reflection, a time of pulling back in a little bit and gathering our energy. It does feel like that there's a lot of big changes coming in 2016. It feels like a very positive year for me, but what I'm seeing are some storm clouds in the back of this card. So it's a time for a little bit of reflection. It's a time to gather our energy for the things to come. And it doesn't feel like it's a negative storm that's coming, but it's a cleansing storm. It's going to be releasing a lot of the energy that has come through in 2015. 2015 was a challenging year for some people, and it's a time for us to let go of that. As I said in the opening meditation, we really want to go into 2016 only carrying the positive energy from what we learned, from our opportunities. So please think about that as you are as you're moving into the new year. You want to really pull back your energy a little bit in reserve, and also go in. As you can see, she's got her hands on her heart. It's a time to reflect and only bring forward the positive energy. Only bring forward the love. Anything that was a little bit challenging for you in 2015, this is an invitation for you to only take the loving pieces of it, only take the positive pieces of it, and allow that energy, anything that was challenging for you, allow that energy to stay behind. Or find the lesson and bring it forward, but only bring it forward with your heart. Bring it forward with the heart energy, the love, the intention that it's for your highest good. That's the way you want to move into 2016. Now in February, You've got a very brilliant card, a lot of energy, a lot of light, that pink of the high heart. It does feel like there's a lot of high heart energy so far in 2016. This is all about clearing the past and opening up for possibilities. I find it fascinating, of course, that February, which is traditionally the month of love, especially here in the United States, has so much of that high heart color in there. So it's about forgiveness. It feels like there's going to be an opportunity for you to heal something. As you move into February, there may be a past relationship. It could be a work experience. It may even be with yourself. So keep your mind, heart, body, and soul open to possibilities of healing things that have been holding you back. Forgiveness is going to be very, very big in the month of February. Now, as we go into March, March feels like it's a clearing out month. We're really setting the tone for a positive 2016 by working through energies of things that no longer serve us in the first quarter. So this is, it's time to leave an unhealthy situation. We have Archangel Michael supporting us, clearing the way. He has got the sword of truth, which he has here to help us cut away cords, things that no longer serve us. He also has the light from God, and that is there to help us clear away things that don't serve us, things that are holding us back, and allowing us to really cleanly step into the balance of 2016 from a very enlightened perspective, as well as a foundational perspective. If you notice, he is really standing on top of the world, so you've got the whole world at your back to support you. This is a really positive situation, but it is up to us to take advantage of the energy that is there to support letting go and moving forward in a completely clear way and in an enlightened way. So use that energy of Archangel Michael, call on him to cut cords of anything that you feel may be holding you back. It may be food, it may be unhealthy eating patterns. Like I said, it could be thinking patterns. Whatever it is, you want to use his power at your back, at your side, or in front of you if you think you need him to clear the way for you to let go of the things that have been kind of weighing you down up until this point in time. So it looks like high heart and clearing away things that don't really serve us is going to be the pattern and the energy moving into the first quarter of 2016. Okay, so as we go into April, it was the Mother card that came forward. And this feels about relationships for me. It's not necessarily mother, but it is about families. It's about connection. It's about communities. It is about reaching out to people that can help you, people that can support you, and widening our impact. As we start going into the spring, which is what April will be here in Massachusetts, where I am, it's going to be shifting things. We're going into the area of renewal and communities. Also from a personal perspective, the church, the religious organization that I am involved with Angels Teach, called the Divine Order of the Sacred Rose, will be ordaining its ministers. So it feels to me like there is a significance to this. If you notice, Mother Mary is the center part of the church. She reached out and created something, if you believe in the Christian philosophy, which I do. So it changes my perspective or shapes my perspective on what I see and feel. This feels like it is a center point for us to build community in whatever shape that is for us. It may be through a religious organization. It may be through a soup kitchen. It is all about how you want to impact the world, and make the world a higher vibrating place. So look for opportunities in the month of April to make a difference, to shine. Now I'm seeing dripples of water and how there's a center point and then it expands out. This is your opportunity to be that drip of water, or that drop of water, and allow it to go out and make a difference to those who are around you. Very powerful, supportive energy, that is the energy of love. Again, it looks like a really positive year for love, loving vibrations. And of course, love is the highest vibration there is, love and light. So it's a fabulous time for us as light workers, as people of love and caring, to make a difference in the world. And going into May, beautiful card. And will you look at all the hearts on here? We definitely have a theme going for 2016. I am seeing a little bit of busyness in this card. I need to actually take a look at it and then I'll show it back to you. So in May, it feels like there's going to be some distractions coming on. And they do not feel like they're going to be really, really bad, but just a lot of things that can defocus us from what our real mission is. And as I mentioned, our real mission is love. So it may be small things that come in from many, many different directions, trying to pull you away from your core mission of love. It could be distractions. It could be in people that you haven't heard from in a while, that you might have an opportunity to either fully sever the relationship because it is not in your highest good and in the highest good of the other person, or it may be an opportunity to detangle all of this, to clear up all of that, those unspoken things in the background, things that have been just kind of hanging around and making your relationship not clear. And again, it may not be a personal relationship, it may be a business relationship or a neighbor or something like that, but it does feel like there's going to be an opportunity to clear out the stuff from behind the scenes. So as you are entering into May, just remember, go with your heart, lead with your heart, make all decisions from a loving perspective for your highest good and for the highest good of everybody concerned. Now, June, at first blush, looks like it's a little bit of a dark card. But the way I see her is she is really stepping into her own and becoming very, very powerful. And I think that the serpent that is winding around her feels like it's actually moving down. A lot of times when I see this one, it feels like he's moving up and there's something that she needs to be aware of. In this case, I think the clearing that was done in May is actually working, and the serpent is winding his way down her body, helping her to release all of that stuff that's kind of been heavy, those bounds that have been on her, those chains of dysfunctional relationships or lack of clarity in situations. And those are going to clear up in the month of June and just start to dissipate. You can see the way it comes down here, and it's kind of just going back behind her. And there's, I'm also hearing that there's messages to be heard still in the month of June with those relationships and those things that we haven't completely let go of. So there's opportunities, there's things for us to still learn and grow from. And it's also going to be a big month for balance. If you notice, all the chakras are listed in her. You know, as we get into June, the weather is going to be good. The kids will be starting to get out of school. If you still have kids, it'll be an opportunity for us to get to take care of ourselves a little bit more. Oftentimes, light workers and people who are very sensitive to energy put others first. So this feels like it's a reminder, specifically if you have found yourself caretaking for everyone except for yourself, to please really spend some time with yourself. Allow that little voice, just like the snake is whispering into her ear as he is unwinding himself from her to take care of herself, to give herself some time, self-care, whether it's just going for a walk, eating right, making sure you have enough water, just to really take care of yourself and make sure that you are balanced. The energy, if these flames here can help motivate you to really take care of yourself. So there we go. And again, we've got a lot of heart energy. We have the mother, we've got the hearts and clearing up relationships, and self-care, which again is all heart energy. So totally amazing here. Now, as we move into July, we have, again, Archangel Michael supporting us. And it's, again, about energy. It says, focus upon divine and perfect health. So going into the summer months here in the United States, it's an opportunity to really look at how we are caring for ourselves, what we can do differently, perhaps, to keep our own energy high and our own family's energy high, too, is what I'm hearing. And it's, again, that ripple effect as you really focus on your own energy and the energy of those closest to you. And I would say that it also includes people that you work with on a regular basis, that as they become healthier, as they become more emotionally stable, and I don't want to indicate that they're not stable, but it feels like everybody has an opportunity for growth in this month, and it may be something as simple as starting to care for themselves a little bit more by taking a walk at lunch, or having better communication between people. But there's a really opportunity for everyone to become healthier. And it's not just your physical health, although physical health is extremely important. Your body is the temple that you house your soul in. It's also emotional health and spiritual health. So look out and see how you might be able to deepen that in the month of July. If you are in the same area that I am, it's the summertime. It's an opportunity to get outside in nature. You can go meditate by a stream or water. I find that that's always very, very positive and enlightening for me. So take that opportunity and go out and see what light, a lot of light in this card, you can bring into your own life and lighten up your load a little bit. So there's July. Going into August, everything's okay. Again, look at the brilliant white light coming out of her heart. This year 2016 is definitely going to be a year of the heart, a year of opening the heart and allowing the heart energy to move out and make a difference in the world. And everything about her says that she is shining out. There is nothing subtle about her. So here's your invitation to really shine out, to make a difference, and to be seen. Many times we put, as I've mentioned in a previous month, we put other people first. This is your invitation to shine, to be seen, and to allow other people to see you as the brilliant person you are, the brilliant individual that you are, to allow that light to shine through you in any way that it needs to. In this particular card, it's coming out through her hands, and it is coming out through her heart. The hands to me often indicate some type of a healing. So it may be that there's a healing opportunity for you or for someone that you love by communication. I still feel that heart-centered communication is going to be key in the year 2016, both on a personal level and also on a global level. So allow that heart energy to shine bright and shine through you. Okay, as we go into September, September's energy feels a little bit more reflective for me. It's a time of more body energy, a pulling back in. It's going to also be the harvest time, especially if you are in the Northern Hemisphere. So there is a lot of the root chakra colors in here. There's the reds, there's the oranges, there's the yellow. Her skin tone to me today looks a little bit yellow-green. So, you know, we are moving from the self-empowerment section up into the heart energy and just really grounding ourselves into our bodies. It's a preparation time. It's a preparation for us as a physical thing. It's also a preparation of really opening up the heart energy, moving into the last quarter of the year. And she's, again, very, very reflective. If you notice her eyes, she is focused outward, checking to see what she sees, but reflective, absorbing it all back in. So there's a two-way channel of communication in the month of September that's going to be very, very important. So that means, again, that you give information in whatever way that feels appropriate to you, but you also allow information to come in so that you can hear it and you can receive it and you can integrate it. It's going to be very, very important to feel connected to your body, and that would be why July and August were so big on balancing your body and getting yourself prepared, because going into September, you are going to need to have a clear channel in your physical body in order to be receiving the information that's going to be coming in through your eyes, through your heart. You can also see there's some energy around her throat. Looks like high heart energy moving in through her throat and into her heart. So it's preparing your body through the summer to be able to be a clear channel for everything you're going to receive in September. Will just make things easier for you. Now going into October, it says Archangel Michael again, writing about your thoughts and feelings. So as we go into October, it feels like we're starting to get into a much more spiritual realm. The colors in here are the purples, the whites, a lot of gold. These are all very spiritual colors, and colors that are going to allow us to complete that cycle through our body and up out into the spiritual realm. I do believe that the invitation to write is a really good one for us all through the year. If you have a journal and you're comfortable with it, I suggest that you get started and kind of track your progress throughout the entire year and see what opportunities come along. And then this month, in the month of October, would be the time for you to actually put them into play, to throw them out to the universe. And you know, perhaps a God box or something like that if you don't already have one, or a grateful box. We have a glass mason jar here that we put all of our things that we're happy for and gratified for, and look at them at the end of the year. And I find that that amplifies energy also. So in October, just start thinking about your year in review, everything that you've received that's been positive, any challenges that you perhaps want to convert completely to completed lessons, and reach out to the divine. You can see there's total support, total access to the divine in the month of October. It's a very good time to reach out and receive whatever support you need on a spiritual level. And for the month of November, card says dietary change, but I am not really reading that that is necessary for the month of November, although it is going into the holidays, and it's, I think, a little bit of an angel wink for us to certainly think about all the great changes that we made throughout the year in 2016 to love ourselves, to support ourselves, to broaden our reach out in the community, and to not allow the food in the typical holiday series that are coming up to bring us back into an energy that we really don't want to be in. But what I'm really seeing in here is the support in the community. You have, at this point in time, really worked a lot throughout the year in opening your heart, building connections, letting go of connections that don't serve you and the other party. And now you're coming into new things, new opportunities, whether it be friendships, business relationships. I'm even hearing some of you are going to be moving into new communities where you will have a much bigger impact. And that's moving as jobs as well as moving your home. There's going to be a lot of shifting around in the month of November, going into the end of the year. And it may just be that you get the opportunity, but you don't actually move in November. But there's going to be a lot of opportunities for change, a lot of support. You can see the flowers, the little pansies with the faces back there. A lot of support and a lot of connections. And they're all going to be fun and lighthearted. It feels very, very important to do all that clearing through the first part of the year, to be open, to have your body physically ready to allow these changes in when they present themselves to you. Because if you haven't done the inner work through the first half of 2016, and you haven't prepared your body through the third quarter of 2016, it's going to be harder for these new relationships and new opportunities to find you, or for you to even notice that they're there. And December, the flame tree. I love how this card has the elements in it. It has earth energy, it has water, it has fire, and it has air. It is a completion, and it includes everything. And that feels a beautiful way for us to end the year 2016. To integrate everything and realize that there is no end, there is no beginning. It is just a beautiful cycle. Everything supports everything else. And they are telling me that that is all you need to know for the month of December. I've never had such a short reading before. Okay, one more little thing now that I looked at it directly. You can see it almost looks like little hands in the top of the flames, and that they're reaching up to God and up to the sky. And that is our opportunity to remember that we are always supported, whether it's in the month of December 2016 or in this very, very moment. God loves us, source, universe, whatever term feels best for you. He's always there for us. Everything that we need, everything that we want, everything that our hearts desire is available to us. We do need to ask. Part of being a human and part of having free will is our ability to ask or not. So especially in the month of December, which people can get a little bit wrapped up in taking care of other people, the holidays, the giving to others aspect, remember it is also your opportunity to ask for help, to receive, so that you give the other people an opportunity to give, and to ask for support from whoever you believe in, whatever your higher power is to you. To me, it's God and my angels, so that's who I typically ask for help from. But give them the opportunity to help you. They are standing by you now as well as in December, and ask. And by doing so, you will allow those 4 elements to completely support you. And I'm feeling that there's going to be some serious elemental opportunities and shifts in 2017. We will find out in a year that this is setting the energy for going into a beautiful compatibility between all the different support systems that are out there for us. So if you have any questions, I invite you to type it into the chat room, or send me a question. I'm happy to answer it on Facebook or in any other way that you are interested in. I love you all, and I will see you next week. Happy New Year. Just going to check and see if we have anything here before I get going. There was one question of, am I channeling? And the answer to that was yes, I do channel, and I pass through all of the information that I received from my angel guides. So hopefully that answers your question. If anybody has any questions, I can hang on for a few moments, and otherwise, please post your questions on Facebook. You can reach me on Facebook on my personal page, which is Carolyn McGee. You can also reach me on my business page, which is Carolyn McGee Intuitive Healer, or Intuitive Coach, I believe. Okay, we are not seeing anything else here, so I do hope that that was beneficial for you. I invite you to close your eyes for one brief moment before we end for this year, to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to do it 3 times, so 2 more. Now feel that positive energy, the positive energy and the intentions that we have set for 2016, to feel through our heart, to build community, to balance connections for ourselves and for everyone around us. And allow that light and love to move into us and through us, to bring in a most joyous and connected, light-filled, love-filled 2016. Thank you all.